is Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and today we're talking pruning our lilac bush. My lilacs have just stopped blooming, and it's the perfect time now to go ahead and trim up the bush, get it shaped up, so that we'll have beautiful blooms again next spring. If you fail to prune your lilac bush back right after the blooms, you actually jeopardize future blooms next spring. So you want to be careful about that. Another thing is if the foliage becomes very, very dense, that's going to prohibit a lot of blooms. So we want to make sure we kind of thin it out, prune it back, and if we see any areas that look diseased, we're going to get rid of those as well. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and cut out where the blooms were that did not get gathered. And what you want to do is you want to go all the way to the base of that stem and cut it off. And so we're going to cut all of those out first, and then we're going to come back in and then shape it up. So we get those off all the way down to where they came out from the base of the plant.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me pressing through.
This is one of the transplant. When I split my lilacs last year, this is one of the ones that I transplanted. And even though it's fairly small still, it had a few blooms on it. And it's also kind of misshapen. So I'm going to go ahead and prune it as well, so that we can get it to shape up and hopefully have gorgeous blooms by next year. Thanks so much for watching. As I've sharing my little tips on how to keep your lilacs blooming. I am not an expert, but this has worked for me. The years I've made the mistake of cutting my lilac bush back in the fall, which is a total mistake. No blooms the next year. I've also not pruned it at all, and the blooms are less. So we'll see. Hopefully by next spring, I'm going to have some gorgeous blooms. My blooms were beautiful this year, and I did the exact same thing I did this year. So we'll see. Keeping our fingers crossed, and y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching.